SchmutzCast 20.
Check
Dubs.
It feels good to have finally hit.
We hit
20.
Well, we hit 15 at like the end of October,
That-
and we're just.
That's how I knew shit was getting real.
Yeah.
When we hit 15, but 20, fuck. Not many podcasts make it to this point.
One of these days, I'm gonna stop saying the number because I keep forgetting.
We'll get
But you see, if you keep saying the number though, you won't forget.
That's true, and I don't know. Do you think I should go all the way? What if we get to 100? I'm still saying SchmutzCast 100.
If we get to 100, we're gonna have a fucking blowout for that
We gotta.
episode.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like college game day style.
Oh yeah.
We're all sitting. Like
Everybody's-
we'll do it in the basement. All right.
Mhm.
We'll all like
We got a crowd out front.
We'll get a big like table that we're gonna sit at. That we're all gonna. It's gonna be kind of like a U shape, and we're gonna have all of our friends with like a bunch of signs
Like
behind
Good
us.
Morning
like saying,
America
"SchmutzCast."
style.
Is Michael Strahan gonna be here?
Did you say Good Morning America style?
Yeah.
Michael Strahan would have to be there.
My main goal
At least we
is
could
to
get-
blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
So okay, here's what
Actually, let's
you
get
do.
Riff Raff there.
I swear to
That'd be-
God,
that'd be
riff
pretty
raff
sick.
somewhere.
So here's what you do. You count all the way up to 69. All right,
And then
you
stop.
say and then every episode from there on until 100 is episode 69 1, 69
How
2.
about we just start saying random numbers?
That would be confusing.
Welcome to SchmutzCast. This is episode 1.
Episode 47 coming to you.
-8.
Yes, sir.
Well, one thing that I gotta apologize to our audience for is I haven't been paying attention to the email.
To the email.
Oh my
Our
gosh.
email address.
Do we have
We
questions?
have questions.
We have questions.
We have
Oh, but now we know.
questions.
Now we know.
How many?
I'm sorry.
Is it a couple?
They may be a month or two old,
I don't
honestly.
give a fuck.
Let's
I don't give
still
a fuck.
answer them. Let's still
We're
answer
gonna
'em.
answer them. I wrote them down
We've
in my
established
handy
that,
dandy
we've
book.
established that we hate our audience by
We
now. So
hate them. Can't stand them.
thank you for sending them. But what did you expect?
I mean, we're
You barely get this show every week, you fucking assholes.
but by the skin of our teeth.
You barely get this shit. So be thankful.
So the first one is the oldest one, and that's the one that I was gonna get to first.
Naturally.
This person, I didn't write down names either because I was jotting them down
Why
in anger
would we
because
give
I
a
forgot.
fuck about what their name
Because
is?
yeah,
All that they matter to us is their question.
Listen,
exactly.
is it someone that we know though?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
They didn't.
Well,
they
let's
they
see.
didn't give their
Let's-
illegitimate name.
Let's see.
Let's
Let's
just
see.
hear the question.
What'd they put? Like
So this one is for all the members of SchmutzCast. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh.
John.
When people's
That was rude.
Just everything.
That was
John
very
does.
recalcitrant. Recalcitrant.
Benny.
rather.
And my cat.
He's my pet peeve.
He's my pet and he's my peeve, bro.
And that's the damn truth.
So John, you start.
yes.
I
In all of these questions, we're gonna start with John and come back around.
I would have to say that my biggest pet peeve is probably when your so-called friend just like says that you're their pet peeve.
Whatever.
I've got to say
Wouldn't
that.
know the guy.
Also, when people wear black and yellow together,
yeah, I hate
mean,
Wiz Khalifa.
it's
I would say even a peach color. I would hate them if they
that goes
wore
under
that.
yellow. Like,
All right, so
it's
what's
kinda
your
like-
real
those-
pet
for
It's
peeve?
a shade of orange.
No.
It's a shade of orange. No, I would have to say that one of my biggest pet peeves is
No, that's
honestly like this one. This is gonna sound
No, it is yours.
boring because it's not funny at all. It's just boring.
No, that's okay.
Communication.
Oh no, that's a good one.
Communication.
Like you hate when people
in general,
communicate.
so no, I hate when people don't communicate.
Oh, okay. I
When
was
people don't
confused.
communicate. Even if it's just like as far as like if you got like plans with someone, and then it's like they don't. Now I will go ahead and say though, I am bad about this sometimes.
This sounds a little bit familiar to a similar situation
Yeah.
we're having right now in terms of the little people wrestling.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
You know,
so we can go ahead and say, yeah, we're not going to micro wrestling now because of John.
because of me.
Oh.
Because of John. I blame John.
I wasn't going either way, so I just.
Well,
laughed at
I
you
can't
all.
fully blame John because I didn't go get him either, but
Whoa.
I give John a little bit more blame just
Yeah,
because he's John.
I'd
and
say that's a pet peeve.
And
right
this goes
there.
back to pet peeve number 1.
revert back to number 1.
Communication, man.
But yeah, no, communication, whether it be in like business or
Pleasure.
friendships, relationships, pleasure, sure. We'll go ahead and say yes.
Gotta communicate.
What? All work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy.
I have a shirt that says that over and over again on this shirt.
Oh, sorry, our communication's bad, John.
No.
Our pleasure's great.
Any more pet peeves?
The word rubbish.
Rubbish.
This man hates British people.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
Rubbish.
That's fair. Everybody hates that word.
I got that from a joke from Family Guy. So
Rubbish.
I hate when people
All right,
quote
Keith.
Family Guy.
is that your pet peeve?
No, my pet peeve is when people they go and get those big ass cups from Circle K or whatever, like the gas station, and try and fucking wedge them in their car holsters, and it makes a terrible noise with the styrofoam. I fucking hate that shit. It's awful.
Awful.
That's my pet peeve.
Awful.
It's terrible. That's my pet peeve.
That's a pretty good one though.
My pet peeves: cars with a bunch of bumper stickers on them.
Ooh.
Because usually they end up almost causing car accidents often. The other day I got passed by one. They had about 30 stickers on the back of their car, and the biggest one said, "Do you follow Jesus Christ this closely?" And they were tailgating the fuck out of someone.
Be like, maybe I do, maybe I don't, cornball.
And I was like, this guy's
None of your fucking
idiot.
business.
You know, the more bumper stickers somebody has, the more likely they are to get in a road rage accident because they see their car more as their personal property.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking stupid.
Makes
I know.
sense.
No,
But
like
really,
if you got a window sticker maybe, or like one sticker.
oh sure.
I do like those stickers where it looks like there's a dog in the back of the car. Like, have you seen those?
I think those are dumb as shit.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm
No,
like,
I
that's
I saw
good.
one the other day that looked like Donald Trump was sitting in the front seat.
God.
Like it was
Oh
it was
my
on the
God.
passenger window.
It's awful.
That's pretty funny, though.
I've only had one sticker on a vehicle in my life, and it's literally the vehicle I have now, and it's the sticker of the lot number that they had at the lot, and I've just been too lazy to scrape it off.
For real?
And now it's like sun-dried on there.
That's funny.
I would have to do a lot of work to get that off, so now it's still got that sticker from the dealership.
Personality.
It was car 84 on the lot.
I've got
Noted.
I've got a sticker like in my back window on the Scion that I actually just fixed up. Just got running
my
again.
pet peeve is when John talks about his car.
His cars, the ones that he buys because he loves them and thinks they're the greatest thing ever, and then they break down.
Well, that was just brutal.
Then they sit in the
Jesus.
driveway for 3 years until your Jeep.
Transmission number
So you
3 is
know
gonna
what?
be the one. I'm telling you.
Your Jeep goes in the shop, so you need to fix one of the other ones so you have something to drive.
I did
Listen.
buy transmission number 2 the other day.
I'm just glad it's back working
Yeah.
because you love that fucking.
Oh,
car.
man.
That car.
I
is
love
so
that car.
sweet, dude.
I have a lot of memories in
Yeah.
that car.
I've got a lot of memories that are still kind of like embossed on that car, like
Or
like
in
the mirror, like the mirror cap that was busted off.
Oh yeah.
So should I tell that, or wait? You still got to do your
Yeah.
pet peeve, though.
Let's.
Oh, we have a couple questions, so
Yeah.
we'll come back to that story. Remember that story.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
What
What's
was
your
our
pet peeve?
pet
my
peeves?
friend? What's your pet peeves? Anything good? Salacious?
Off the
naughty?
top of my head,
Disgusting.
police is one of them.
This man hates 12.
Fuck 12. One that a lot of fucking people do, and most of the time it's in a business scenario,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes it's outside of a business scenario. People call it beating around the bush, but the way I explain it is if somebody has an idea of something that they want you to do or they wish you would have done or something like that, and they don't say it, but they try to find a way to tell you this way or this way so that your mind gravitates to that and like, oh, That's what I need to do, or something like
Yeah.
that. Just
Instead of
fucking tell me.
Instead of just
right?
Just tell me.
That's a great pet peeve.
Oh yeah.
That shit, and it
Yes.
happens in business. And like every job I've ever had, there's been somebody in my job that has like spent 10 minutes to explain something and like trying to kind of get my mind there. And I'm like, you piss me off more when you do that. Just fucking tell me what you're wanting to do. And if I don't want to do it, I'm going to tell you I don't want to do it. But like, let's not waste both of our fucking time here.
Yeah.
This could have been a 30-second conversation.
Exactly. And
turned into
everybody
10
knows.
minutes.
See, that's the thing. I feel like everybody has that as a pet peeve. That's why I didn't want to say it. But it is so bothersome. It's annoying.
It is
Why?
This
it
man
is-
said bothersome.
It is bothersome.
Broke out his fucking thesaurus.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
It's quite rubbish.
Isn't it?
rubbish.
It's
Oh,
quite
God.
rubbish.
What's our next question?
Next
Did Jordan
question.
do his? pet peeve?
Jordan did.
Yeah,
He
so
did.
Okay.
Window
Yeah.
stickers.
Oh yeah, the window sticker. That's right.
So.
Thank you. That was a great question, by the way.
Great
I didn't mean to
question.
interrupt you, Timberlake. But.
Oh, you're fine. So this one was a while back, as well.
Okay.
What is something? I don't have the exact wording there. I just put little tidbits, but I get the gist of the question. What is something that you know that you don't think the average person knows? A little known fact is what they called it in the question. Like, what's something that you know about, and it, not something about yourself, like Jordan's wearing 3-day-old socks, but like something that.
I admit he's not lying.
So something
dogs are
that's
really
like
boring.
My dryer's fucked up, and I can't do laundry right now.
so.
That's the truth.
Instead of going straight to that one, I wanted you all to be able to simmer on that one because that one's going to take a second to understand. So we're going to do another question.
wow.
Yeah, I gotta think about.
Think
yeah,
about
we'll
the
think
little
about,
known
We'll
fact.
think about that one.
Little known fact. And it doesn't have to be like, oh, nobody in the world knows this. It can be like a music person would be a person that knows this, but your average person, non-music maker, isn't going to know.
I got something.
Wait, I was
like
trying.
that.
I was
I
trying to
got
think of something
something.
outside of that. Like
I got something
a
about
weird
ducks.
fact, you know.
Ducks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mallards or ducks?
Give it to us.
Do you want it?
Yeah, I want
You want it now?
Yeah.
Well, if you all got them, go ahead.
Well, I'll go ahead. I'll break the ice here. So, a little known fact is that ducks, mallards, they have corkscrew penises, right? Right? Corkscrew penises. And ducks are such horny bastards and try to rape female ducks so often that the female ducks evolved backwards corkscrew vaginas to try and keep the male ducks from raping them. So that is nature in action, ladies and gentlemen. That is a fact most people do not know.
I
And
didn't know that.
now you do know.
I knew the ducks had corkscrew penises.
Yes.
But I didn't know that
But
Yeah,
the
I-
most
females.
people know about the male ducks, but
Yeah.
most people don't know about the female ducks
They
and
just-
about their wicked pussies.
So they're
So-
basically like a backwards thread. That's
Yeah.
what they are.
I thought it was pretty inventive, honestly. I was like, we could all learn something from that. I feel like, we could take something away from that, like a lesson.
But you see, okay. So my question with that would be, all right. So hear me out on this.
Sure. You want
So
to do a
we know-
demonstration?
We know how. No, no. So we know how like natural selection kind of works, right?
Sure.
So
They
basically,
selected a
with-
duck
with-
and they raped it.
with that
Well,
though, if
A little bigger and
for them to reproduce, they
Uh-huh.
would have to have intercourse, right?
Sure.
And if the female ducks with the backwards corkscrews
Mm-hmm.
are not being
Putting out.
if they're not being done, okay?
Uh-huh.
I
They
couldn't
can
think of
switch the tread.
So wouldn't that mean that the ones with the regular corkscrew
Well, they figure
would be reproducing more?
They figure it
so
out.
the genetics would be
The
that
reverse
more-
corkscrew is so the corkscrew can go in.
Yeah, I feel like the reason they did that is because they were getting raped so hard they were like dying or something. Would be my
okay.
guess,
Okay, that would
Would be
make
my
sense. I would
guess.
get that.
right? I don't know. Ducks they're like really aggressive creatures. Geese too.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
sure
definitely
geese have
aggressive.
pretty wicked,
They're
reproductive
aggressive as
systems
fuck.
as well.
Yeah.
Right? You're
Yeah.
playing golf and
I picture
you think
it like.
your day's going fine and then boom, two, just a whole flock raping each other.
So do they have to pee out of that?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they have a fucking cloaca.
So
or
what I'm
something. I don't-
thinking, so what I'm thinking,
How
do they
ducks
piss around that, and then it makes me picture those things at Walmart that you put the coin in and it spins around out of the bottom.
Yeah.
You ever seen a loopy straw?
Right. Well, and I'm pretty sure. Oh no, maybe that's cats. Because I think.
two-pronged penis.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say cats have a barb, so that way whenever they start having sex, they get stuck in there. Did you
Oh,
not know
God,
that?
no.
Yeah, bro. There's so many penis facts.
I don't love cats. So
I love cats. I think it's wicked.
I think possums got two-pronged penises too. I think it was possum.
So is it like one of those old school crossbows where it goes in and then it bows out when it's in
Oh
there?
yeah, and you can't pull it out. Yeah, that's why you all. I'm
like a
dead ass.
harpoon.
That's why you hear cats like scream when they have sex, because
Ah.
they're literally in pain.
Have you studied this?
I consider myself a
Listen,
an
my
animal reproduction.
my new binoculars.
Reproduction expert.
My binoculars came in just in time.
So do you have a little known fact?
Anybody got a
No,
new?
the top of that
I've
is-
got a little known fact.
Yeah, it's still on.
Okay,
It
I was
just
making sure.
the
Yeah.
monitor goes to sleep.
So mine has to do with Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
Okay.
Little known fact. Old Vigo, aka Aragorn, right?
Viggo Mortensen.
In I believe is it the second movie
yep.
when the two hobbits got captured by the group of Uruks, right?
Uh-huh.
And then they the group of Uruks got attacked by the Rohirrim, and they burned all the bodies there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that scene, Vigo kicks a helmet, and he lets out like a really like just a loud scream, and that scream actually it wasn't even scripted to have a scream in there. He actually broke his toe, and it was a legit like painful like
No way.
scream. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he snapped his
That's
toe.
so
Yep.
interesting.
He broke his toe from kicking the helmet,
New Zealand, man.
and then continued on with the scene. That guy, man.
That guy.
And I complain about having to get up early for work. This guy breaks his fucking foot at the job and is like, "What's next?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He was also this is kind of another little Lord of the Rings fact. He was I believe the only one on the cast that I don't think he was the only one on the cast, but he was the best swordsman on the cast, and he bought the horses that he used in the movie because he felt so fond of them. He bought them after filming the movies.
That's kind of badass.
That is
actually.
cool. Yeah.
He's a badass
Did
guy.
he keep him just in the house or something?
Yeah. They just like kind
took
of
him
walk
out
up
on
to the
leashes.
fridge.
A horse. It's like a house horse. Do you all remember that commercial where they talk about the house hippos?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You
I saw
don't-
that shit on YouTube.
It was
Somebody
so
showed that
funny.
shit
It was
to
like this person. She like buys a house hippo. It's like just a little hippo. They're like, it's a new animal. Get this new. Anyway, moving on.
But that was my little known fact.
I got a
Great
little
known
known
fact.
fact.
What is it?
NFL scripted.
Great fact.
That goes.
Trevor Lawrence confirmed it last night.
Oh man.
He said in
Big
a post,
Jags.
He said in a post game interview, he goes, "You couldn't have wrote a better script than that." He said those exact words.
it
Well.
was written, bro. Sound like Nos, but can't.
Well,
Quentin.
what's more little known is that your boy over here he's got connects to Vegas, cause I called that shit when they were down
Oh,
20
did you?
plus.
Hey,
Oh, did you?
I won money off that game because I bet on the Jaguars. And I was pissed whenever they weren't whenever old Trevi was throwing picks left and right.
See, the whole thing with betting is you have two things in the NFL. If you bet against the Jags, you're gonna get fucked.
Yep.
That's just how it works. And the other one is if you bet for Green Bay, you're gonna get fucked.
Yep.
Those two things
I
are
was hoping we weren't
constant.
gonna go into this.
Those two things are constant.
So who are they playing in the playoffs though?
Green Bay, nobody.
Green Bay.
No one.
They missed the playoffs, buddy.
Yeah, that was the point.
That was the point of the joke.
Oh, I knew. I just wanted to make him pissed off.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. I believe
What?
you that was a
What?
genuine question.
I was gonna say one. I don't believe that you knew.
No, I did
Dude.
know because I think LT and I actually
Oh,
talked
for
about this
real?
the other day.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
We might have
I
talked
think I
about it.
texted you about it because I quit texting Jordan after like a few minutes left in the game. I was like, I'm just gonna let that simmer for a bit.
Yeah, that was probably good. How many
Hey
holes
man,
are in our drywall? right now?
unfortunately I changed my ways and I was rooting for him this time.
Dude, I tell you what, the biggest knucklehead I've ever seen, fucking Quay Walker.
Why, dude?
Shoving a fucking
Why?
trainer. That shit
Why
made
did he
me
do
so
that?
goddamn mad
Can you
when I
bet?
saw that.
Can you bet on fouls like that? Like if anybody.
I wish.
Like if anybody's gonna assault.
should make
Well,
that
Quay
a
Walker
thing.
would
Be
be.
kinda
What?
neat.
What would he be? He's done it twice this
Just
season.
he got fucking ejected twice for shoving just random staff members.
What a fucking idiot.
So if that the over under on that, it'd probably be
We'll say
minus
oh,
200.
At this
Yeah,
point,
no
the
shit.
odds are likely he's gonna do it. If he goes anywhere near a sideline or an equipment trainer, he's
There's a
gonna-
50-50 shot. He's gonna shove it.
He's shoving that guy. Oh my god, dude! It was the video or the clip of him walking down the tunnel, bawling his eyes out. I was like, "Shut the
Quit
fuck
being
up!
a bitch.
You're so dumb."
You fucked yourself.
I saw people defending him too. They're like, "Well, that
The trainer
that-
shoved
that
him
trainer
first."
Did push him to the side.
That's his job, is to
Yeah,
get in
bro.
there
He
and
needs to
help
get
the
fuck out
player.
of the way. The guy was
Yeah.
obviously hurt, laying on the ground. He's just standing right next to him.
If
He's
you-
in the fucking way in the first place.
If you touch the support staff, bro, fuck you. Because those people's jobs is to literally cater to you, like be a fucking slave.
And
to
and
your
literally
wants
the
and
week
needs. And
before,
you're shoving them, like get out of
the
here.
week before proved the fact that you could potentially save somebody's life in that job position.
Yeah, right.
So like
We
to
know what them trainers do.
like they saved that man's life.
Straight up.
Speaking
So
of the Bills,
didn't-
they're up 14-0 right now.
No kizzy. Is DeMar Hamlin at that game?
I doubt it.
Yeah,
What was
I
it?
think
It's
so.
in Buffalo. He might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
He is
Um,
at the hospital.
Anyway, Timberlake, what's
So my little known fact.
you're talking about twins. For some reason, we won't go into the specifics of why,
no, yeah,
but
We won't.
that shit is weird, right? Like imagine being like having to literally be in the womb with somebody for 9 months. Lame. Like it's supposed to be just me up in that bitch. Bro, yeah, you fucking joker. Like, get out of my lane, bro.
That's
Two
I bet
motherfuckers
Keebler
coming down
was-
the tube at once. I probably ate the
I was
other.
gonna
I was
say, I
gonna
bet he
say,
had it when he ate that fucker.
Yeah, I
in the
ate
womb.
that motherfucker, bro.
Ate his twin in utero and turned into a
Good,
bowl.
good, yum. I put that little motherfucker on a hamburger bun.
I hate that guy.
No, I like not being a twin. I think it's fun.
I remember when I was younger, I wished I was a twin.
Really?
I feel
but
like it would be fun
you,
for a
you and your
while.
brother are close.
Me and my brother
Like
basically
that,
ended up getting treated
yeah,
like twins,
yeah.
even despite the age gap. We still
We're-
got
we're
mixed up
already
for
rolling.
everything. Had to share everything.
We're rolling.
Yeah, we were talking about twins. We had to get it on content. It was good. It's good content. Timberlake is back. What do you think about twins, Timby?
I don't know what to think of twins.
No, like, because we were talking, like, they kind of freak us out a little bit.
I think
I was
it's interesting.
saying that last night I ran into a twin that I know, right?
Okay.
And I called her by her sister's name because she dyed her hair. And I was like, "Oh, well let's come up with some names."
Jennifer and Jill.
Jill. Jennifer
Jennifer.
was there,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked her thinking that she was Jill. I was like, "Well, where's Jennifer at?" And she said, "I'm Jennifer." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh, you are.
Jenny.
I was like, "Oh."
Well, it's funny. This is entirely random that you asked me this, but I do have a very interesting story about twins that I just heard last week.
No way.
So, on Reddit, there is the subreddit Ask Reddit, right?
Sure.
So, there was one that was, what's the most fucked up things you've seen on Reddit?
Mm-hmm.
And this one
Mm-hmm.
was a thread all about, like, paternity tests and, like, weird shit, right?
Uh-oh.
And, like, babies getting swapped at the hospital and shit.
Hilarious.
So, right above this one was
Classic.
a baby swap at the hospital thing, right?
Got him. Boot gang.
Gang. So, the one below that
Mhm.
was, much like these other stories, the husband was kind of questioning if the baby was his, so they went and got a DNA test for him.
Mm-hmm.
And the DNA test says, it's not your baby.
Oof.
Well,
Yeah, also.
they go to the hospital, and this woman is adamant that she did not cheat. She said, I will go to any lengths to prove I did not cheat.
Classic.
There is no way I cheated.
Mm-hmm.
The doctors go in, they're doing all these tests, they don't know what's going on, and they're like, well, we could try to DNA test you. And she was like, well, there'd be no point, because I gave birth to this baby, and it never left my sight. They did all of the things in this. You heard about this one?
No, but I know where this is going.
I don't think you do.
Kid swap.
Not a kid swap.
What happened?
The baby stayed in her care the entire time, and in her room the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Never swapped. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It was proven, not swapped.
Hmm.
And the way they fully proved that
Mm-hmm.
was after they figured out this woman didn't have the same DNA.
Mm-hmm.
They went even deeper,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Okay, we got to figure this out. What is going on here?" They figured out that the mother was a twin when she was in the womb, and sometimes the one twin will consume the other, and the baby had the twin's DNA that was never born.
That's awesome.
It's fucking crazy.
That is wild.
Once I read that, I was
That
like,
is
"Wow,
so
science
crazy.
is
Wait, hold
odd."
on.
This bitch
So-
definitely cheated.
She paid the doctor a lot of money.
I'm hearing she definitely cheated. Yeah.
So yeah, that brings up the question though, like where'd the male
I was just
genetics
thinking
come
about
from?
Yeah,
genetics.
right.
If the dad didn't,
I didn't look into it. I just found it. I found the part of the mom. I didn't give a fuck about the cheating. The part about the mom was wild to me. You good over there?
Oh, you're good. It was just bending. Yeah.
My God.
But I thought that one was interesting.
Yeah, that
Oh,
is
yeah.
cool. That is very cool.
I saw a lot of those fucked up Ask Reddit
twins,
ones.
man.
Dude,
Twins.
there is some fucked up shit on Reddit, man.
There is
Reddit
really fucked up
yeah.
shit.
It is nuts.
What question were we on? We still have more
What's-
questions.
what's-
tidbit facts.
The
Oh,
fact-
little known facts.
I had the duck penises. He had Lord
The
of the Rings.
one Jordan
I don't have one.
John made me think about it.
Perfect timing.
John made me think about it. Did Jill call you?
No, he got a text about. Yeah.
About-
yeah.
Okay. Regardless, my little known fact, John reminded me of this one when he was talking about movies and with the Vigo story. So, there in the movie The Punisher in the early 2000s, the old Punisher one, not the one on Netflix, but the movie from the early 2000s, there was a scene where the wrestler Kevin Nash, the big guy that's in a lot of action movies, he was the villain. And the Punisher was fighting him, and he didn't have anything to fight him with in the scene. So he takes the knife and stabs him. And then the wrestler guy, the actor, looks at him and goes like this and like twists it and pulls it out and just stares at him. And there's a whole scene like regarding that. I figured out a month or two back that the actor grabbed a real knife. And they didn't. I guess the prop department was not doing the right thing, and they dropped the real knife that was for the next scene when he's just holding it, and straight up stabbed the dude on the set. And the dude, the big guy, had so much adrenaline, he just ran with it.
That's
and they did a
awesome.
whole fight scene where he had a big old stab wound right here. And so the director bought him a case of beer and said, "We'll be done shooting today." That was it. He didn't get a raise. He didn't get anything.
I think
He didn't
that's a-
ask for
that's a-
anything.
that's a fair
he just
trade.
got a case of beer.
That's a fair trade.
He got a 30 rack raise, man.
Yeah.
30 rack
He got
raises.
I mean, I like
Good
me some
raise,
30
good
rack
raise.
raises.
Like
Good
20
raise.
bucks.
You
You know.
take him to a
Raise.
fucking Walgreens, patch him right up.
When I first saw the Little Known Facts joke, I was gonna do the Blue Harvest joke with something. Have you all seen the Blue Harvest joke? It's like, because Star Wars back in the day was originally going to be called Blue Harvest. And then there was a joke that was going around everywhere. And it's like, oh, Avatar, did you know, little known fact, Avatar was originally going to be called Blue Harvest. And now every video you see on TikTok about movies, it's like a minute long. And they're like, in this time, James Cameron was looking at this, or Quentin Tarantino was doing this, and he was thinking of a name for the movie. So he stuck with Blue Harvest. And that was the joke I was going to go with, but I'm glad I didn't, because it doesn't seem like it would land with you guys.
It landed.
Shittily.
It was a rough landing, but
Rough
it was
landing.
there. It was there.
Turbulent.
Land on
Turbulent.
the ground.
What else we got from our lovely,
Um,
treasured, beautiful, amazing viewers?
I thought this one was fun,
Sure.
and this is probably the last one we'll do for the day.
Sure.
And we'll catch up
I'm
later.
gonna say, left to right, who's got the biggest penis?
Flop them out.
I feel like the order that we have here is pretty good.
But which way? We'll let the viewers.
Let the
decide.
viewers
We'll let them decide. That just
What's-
means you two are in the middle. I'm either the smallest or biggest, and he's either
Yeah,
the
I'm
smallest
much
or
more
biggest.
comfortable
I
being
promise
in
I'm not the
we're-
biggest.
We're living well. We're living well.
Baby.
All right, what we got, Timmy?
So this
us with
one
it.
is interesting. If you were to wake up one day with a gun in your face, and that person said, "You will live if you can sing a song word for word," what is the song that you pick?
Happy birthday.
Wait, but whose birthday is it? That's where you can fuck up.
Fuck up, bro! Oh God!
Wait, depends on the date. If it was tomorrow, it'd be my dad's birthday.
There was
You
a
just have
Happy
someone's
birthday, Mike!
I mean, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Who the fuck is Mike?
Mike.
Well, I'd tell him after I got done. I couldn't interrupt the song.
I saw,
And then I'd get shot. What would you all say?
Why'd you laugh so hard whenever you read that?
because I saw a meme the other day, and I thought of this. I thought of this meme because someone asks that question. I think I might have sent this to you, and
John.
so the song. So it's this white guy. Like the girl asks like, if you had a gun to your head, ask the question, right? And this guy he redoes it, and it's this white guy, and he's like, and he clicks play on his computer, and it's a very well known Kanye song.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
beep boop,
Is it
beep boop, beep boop.
the fellas in Paris?
Yes, and he's like,
Homeboys in
I
Paris.
had a kid at work ask me who was in Paris the other day. And I told him oh my god. Yeah,
The French.
I told him the fellas.
Fellas in Paris.
So what's your real song? What's the song that if it comes on, you can sing every word to it or rap or whatever?
bartender.
There you go.
It's a winner. That's a winner.
Dark Room by Jordan Winter.
That doesn't
can't be
count.
one
It can't be
you
one of your
say.
own fucking
Bullshit.
We all
songs.
could sing our own music.
Trash can.
Erase Me by Kid Cudi.
Oh, okay.
I haven't heard that song in a while.
Haven't heard
I'll
that
probably
in a
listen
long
to that on the way home now.
That's one of my favorites.
What about you, Timby? He's gonna say "Munch" by Ice Spice.
Honestly, I would
You thought I was
go
feeling
with
That I'm Munch.
the one that I know that I can hit every single bar to is the Black Hippie UOENO
Oh,
remix.
Damn.
I got every
bro.
word of that down pat.
That's such a good song.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
That's such a good song, bro.
It
That beat
has
is disgusting.
it has some of the best lyrics from every person.
It's a shame we'll never get a Black Hippie album.
Nope.
No, it's done.
we do have all-time classics.
Bro, I'm waiting on the next Schoolboy Q album. That's what I'm fucking waiting
hell yeah,
for.
that's a
Because
really
Crash
good one.
Talk was disappointing.
It was very
Let's
disappointing.
You
Let's be
know?
honest.
I'm in on it though.
Wonder why I didn't say collard greens.
Oh man.
Even the Spanish
Mulatis
parts.
Spanish.
Even the Spanish parts. This guy'd be like,
I mean, you did listen to it.
He'd be like,
Damn,
"Ah,
loco."
Every time we
himself.
get in
He's
the
like,
car.
God damn it.
Let's get it.
he's like, I don't deserve to live after hearing that.
So
The
Keith,
fact
what's
that you
yours?
Memorize the whole Spanish part. What-
Are you gonna do Happy Birthday? Is that your final?
From for an actual song?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, and just for facts here, when I do the UOENO remix, I do edit out
Oh my
the bad words.
The bad words. Good. We
The
don't wanna
the one specific
we
bad
don't want
word.
to curse around here.
I do go with the rape bars because it
So
doesn't
that's
have curse
that's
words in it.
okay. As far as, hold on, let me check. Let me look at my phone.
Actually,
I hate you.
I want to change mine.
Let's.
I didn't know you were going to be
see.
rolling back there.
Jesus Christ.
I want to
L-
change mine. I want
cables
to say Damn
everywhere.
It by Blink-182. I know that
Ooh.
song better.
The what
It's
by
all
who?
right
Damn It by Blink-182.
to tell me.
Oh, I'm picking "Don't" by Bryson Tiller.
No.
I know that song like the back of my head.
Don't
It's
by
so
Ed Sheeran,
smooth
yeah.
too.
That's I was thinking that was an Ed Sheeran song, but I couldn't remember.
Cold.
What's
Oh, well, we
so
can
is that
party
our
so
is that our
cold.
last question?
That's gonna be our last question for today.
Thank you all.
Thanks for the question.
I know we say we hate you, but
we actually,
it's deeper than that.
We
respect you.
in a hateful way.
We love you.
We really.
Speak for
anyone
yourself.
that watches this just watches it.
Well,
Yeah, they're like,
they
God,
hate
I
us,
hate it.
That's why they watch it.
Yeah, they want to.
Look at these.
That's
Look
right.
at these nut huggers here. It's like-
We are some
tit fuckers.
We are some tit fuckers.
Well, we have. I'll just fucking say it. We have a consistent 50 viewers a week. It ends up being like between 48 and 54-ish every
Nice.
week. That's the consistency on YouTube. On Spotify, it's a little bit more, but not much. But consistency, I'll take consistency.
Yeah.
And interesting fact for all you people listening, it is now 42% that Spotify told me were female viewers.
That's
Wow.
Really?
Odd, right?
absolutely surprising.
Because we are dumb male fucks.
Yeah.
Well, ladies,
There's a market for it, I guess.
ladies, thank you for listening.
Thank you.
I don't know what the
We
hell you're
appreciate
doing.
it.
We love men, women, and anything in between as long as you watch us.
I hope you know that anything that we would say would not be offensive. We just mean it jokingly.
And we're fucking stupid. If it was offensive, we probably
Yeah,
didn't know it was
I'm
offensive.
not
in the first
apologizing for anything I've said on here. I'm just not. If
Nothing
you don't
to
like
apologize
it,
for.
I don't care.
place. I don't care.
I really don't.
Yeah, I don't care.
Jesus.
You
So-
are the worst person
God,
ever.
we try to do a podcast here.
God.
Man,
So I started to
yeah.
tell a story earlier.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Why don't
yeah,
you,
yeah,
why
yeah,
don't
yeah, yeah.
you continue along with
So-
that saga?
Scion
I
here.
really
Okay,
don't want to
so-
hear it.
Yeah, you just dropped your fucking whatever on me, so.
So we're gonna kind of go back. LT, the thing.
It's still going.
Yeah, it still
Okay,
goes.
okay.
Yeah.
Ever since the
The Lost Sports episode.
Lost Sports
Lost
special,
Sports.
I'm always so paranoid whenever
I am also
Oh.
paranoid. I'm
For
pretty
the viewers who
paranoid.
couldn't
myself.
see, our screen powers off after like 15 minutes of inactivity, so we got.
So yeah, it's
We always get tripped up and think that the podcast is not recording because that happened to us once.
It did happen to us,
it
and
was
I'll
a
never get that
lovely
episode back.
from what I've heard. But
It was one of my favorites.
Anyways, back to Joe.
So for those of you who don't know,
Sports fellas.
I had a vehicle sitting at my house that was my first vehicle, and I have recently fixed it, and it is back on the road, and it is running again because I have to wait for a transmission to be built and sent for my Jeep. So
You and transmissions
Me and
don't get along.
transmissions.
Oh,
No.
bro.
no, we don't. Maybe I'm too rough on him. I don't know.
Probably because you drive so fast.
He doesn't even drive fast.
See, I
anymore.
don't. Not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
you
in the
do.
day,
Whenever you had that
Oh.
little rental car, you were getting that thing cooking. the
Okay,
other
well
day.
that's different because that thing was not mine.
I thought I was gonna pass out.
Enterprise, don't listen to this.
I got that thing up to like 110. Like it's like-
On the way back from
Oh,
recording the pod, whenever I rode with
bro.
him, he was cooking at like 110 down the interstate.
oh
And I
yeah,
was just sitting there.
that's
like,
hilarious.
That was a K5, wasn't it?
yeah.
Oh my
That's
god.
funny.
This thing's
we
kind
were
of actually got
hauling
fire.
That's a good
ass
up.
down that
about the
interstate.
only cool Kia vehicle ever made.
Yeah,
It was a nice car.
What about the
cadenzas aren't
Sorrento?
bad.
The Sorrento. All right.
But so I got my Scion back on the road, and
Yes.
you know, just kind of driving it. There's so many memories with that car because I had that car for a while, you know, and
Yeah.
that car was
Well,
awesome.
there's
It
a
was
lot
a
of
good
memories
car.
attached to that car.
A lot of good memories, like the one time we were driving from your house with our buddy David, and I almost like ran that stop sign up.
Oh,
yeah, coming out of
yeah.
Crandall.
That was horrifying,
that
John.
was scary as shit.
That was horrifying. This man just almost fucking launched us into a field because he forgot a stop sign was there, and it was a T.
It was a
So
T.
he would have just launched us into a fucking field because there was no guardrail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing.
You were going like 90, bro.
Yeah. Well, that car could get pretty fast.
Yeah.
That thing could get
Yeah,
very fast.
we know just as well as you do at this point, John.
So I leave. So one of the memories I saw was with my mirror. The cap, like the end cap on the mirror is off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was I had hit a mailbox with it. So the story behind that, I actually was leaving LT's house. Was going to meet up with a friend of mine. Okay, just a female friend of mine.
Oh,
With a
Okay.
corkscrew reproductive system?
a lady friend.
Was she?
No.
Was she a duck?
We were going bowling.
Duck.
We were going
She
bowling.
was a duck, okay?
So what? I like ducks. huh?
Probably waterfowl.
Love is love.
He said, my girl's pussy better be conked sideways.
You filthy.
Back to it. I do not-
We were going bowling, if that tells you who it might have been.
Oh,
So-
yeah, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
unfortunately, ducks can't bowl, so we've confirmed. Not
Confirmed
A duck.
not
You
the
don't
duck.
know that.
I'm
Not the
convinced.
mallard.
I bet.
I'm
I
not-
bet.
Not
I bet
a
a
couple more
I bet
facts.
a duck could bowl if the ball was small enough and the pins. But they don't make duck-sized bowling alleys. You fucking goofus.
Would the bowling balls have corkscrew holes?
Back to it.
Fucking goofus.
Back to it. Back to it.
So so I'm like, hey LT, you got any cigars or like cigarillos or anything that I can smoke? I just
Got any
wanted some
blunts?
nicotine on the way there, right? And he's like, yeah. So he gives me one, and now mind you, I was not a seasoned like smoker of anything at this point, right? So I'm like trying to light this thing while I'm driving. I'm like kind of like driving with my knee, right? While I'm trying to light it
Yeah.
because I don't know how to do it, and so there's a car coming around a curve, and I'm like in the middle of the road, and I'm like, oh shit! So I swerve over, and all of a sudden I just hear this big bang, and I'm like looking around like, did I just hit a dog or something? Like, did I just get 5 points, Spencer? Like,
Oh man.
Am I on the board?
so I'm like, I'm looking around, and I'm like, I can't see anything wrong. Like, the car is still driving okay. Like, I didn't break anything. Like, okay, I guess that's that.
Yeah.
So I'm getting on the interstate to get off at the exit. So I look over, like the right shoulder to see if there's a car so I can merge.
Mhm.
And I look in the mirror, and I'm fucking looking at myself in the mirror. The mirror closed in on me, and I'm like, ah. There's a guy there.
That's so
There's
weird.
a fucking dude
There's
in
a
my
guy
window.
there.
That's funny.
And I'm just like looking at myself, and I'm like, oh, that's what that noise was. It was my mirror hitting my window.
Jesus. God damn. Well, there was...
I can't tell you how many times I've heard the song "Collard Greens" in that car.
The interior glow and the
Yeah,
underglow.
yeah,
and
it had the lights inside it. And just
they were beat
The-
sync.
the bass line railing through those speakers.
Yeah. It was in high
There
school.
was a...
We'd
There
be
was
hotboxing it with vape.
Y'all
We'd be-
remember
we'd be in
the...
there vaping like. Oh,
Y'all
fuck.
remember the black truck, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
How could I
Truck,
forget
right.
that thing, bro? More McDonald's bags in there than in a fucking McDonald's, bro. Man,
Free
I'd
meal
walk in, I'd
cards,
be
bro.
like, you ain't gotta tell me what you ate for lunch. I know. I can see it.
It's cheap. So...
Bro, I love McDonald's. I got
with
McDonald's bags in my
with
car.
that truck, one of the funniest memories I have in it also pissed me off. Me and Ryan, it was me and our buddy Ryan that was on the podcast.
Shout out, Ryan.
The big podcast, the quiet one. So we're going to a buddy's house that I had not been to before, and he had, but he didn't drive. He'd never drove there.
Mm-hmm.
So we're coming out of my road and going towards the older town with the high school that's in the middle of the cornfield.
Yeah.
In that town, right? We're going towards there, and right when I pull that direction, I'm like, "Are you sure? You're positive we're going the right way?" He's like, "Yeah. I even put it in maps. Yeah, we're going the right way."
Oh boy.
We're going. 10 minutes passes. I'm like, damn, we're not there yet? He's like, yeah, we got like 20 more minutes. I'm like, okay, we'll just jam on the way there. We jam. We're going. 30 minutes passes. I'm like, damn, we ain't close. And he's like, yeah, we're kind of close. Now it's rerouting us. Now it says 15 more minutes. I'm like, okay. So we go 15 more minutes. Now we're in the middle of fucking nowhere that I have never been to. Like, close to the river,
Yeah.
towards that way. Never been in that area in the like
And you
country
And
section.
you grew up
in the
around
woods.
there, so.
Like, so it's out there.
Out in the sticks.
So we figure out that he plugged in the address wrong somehow. I don't know how.
Genius.
It was actually like 6 minutes from my house,
That sucks.
and we had just drove close to an hour. Now we have an hour-ish drive back. I'm so pissed at him. So fucking pissed. So I whip into somebody's driveway. I'm fucking bitching him out the whole time. slam into somebody's mailbox. Just fucking clock that bitch. And like
For
my
real?
truck sits up high, so I mushed that son of a bitch.
Bro.
Was it like one of the brick mailboxes, or was it like just on a post?
It was on a metal post on a metal box, and I trucked that bitch.
Damn,
And that
bro.
was the first like big scuff that I got in that truck. It actually was the only scuff I ever got in that truck that wasn't done by me. And God, that hour-long car ride. It like with Ryan when you're mad at Ryan, if you scream at him, it really doesn't do anything. What really gets him is when you drive in silence, right? You sit in silence.
God.
I'm just pissed. I'm sitting there, 15
giving him the
minutes or
dad.
so. I'm like,
Was
this
there music
motherfucker.
playing?
No,
Oh,
I even made it a point to turn the radio off.
Oh, you piece
Right?
of shit.
So I sit there, 15 minutes into our hour-long drive back. So what the fuck was that?
Dead ass.
And he's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I could have swore I had it in right. And I'm like, you swore wrong. I was literally giving him a dad speech. Because that's what gets to him. Getting pissed at him doesn't work. You gotta dad him. You gotta throw dad on him. And every time I did that, he would just, damn, man, you're right. I know I'm fucking stupid.
You know, you'd be a good dad. When are you having kids?
Yeah. So didn't you say Megan listens to this podcast?
Well, she does, but
Not anymore.
I think we have a united idea of when that'll be,
What?
and it's not now. So that's all we need to know.
Thank God. My boy still got his prescription to Jimmy's Monthly.
I've met my monthly quota.
Already? It's like the 15th?
No, I ain't got a quota. I'm like the police. I don't have a quota. Wink.
Wink. We
Fuck
know how
police.
it goes. We know how it goes.
So today we've got big football games. By the
Yes.
time this is out, those football games will be over. But I'm excited for Bengals Ravens the most.
Who's playing tonight?
That's the 8 o'clock game.
Good. That'll be a fun game.
It's going to be a super fun game, and it sucks because on HBO, The Last of Us TV show comes out tonight at 9 on HBO, and I'm like, I want to watch that so fucking bad, but I want to watch the Bengals game.
Is that the first episode?
First episode.
I was going to ask because I saw the trailer and it looked pretty good, honestly.
I'm
Pedro
so
Pascal
excited.
doesn't do anything wrong.
No.
He's so fucking
No.
good.
Yeah.
He's so good. Such a convincing
What else
actor.
is he in?
He's the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's his big. That's
He's
his
on
biggest-
Narcos too.
He's on
Oh, for
Narcos.
real? What-
Yeah.
He's one of the detectives.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I loved Narcos.
Yeah,
Narcos was great.
He was really fucking good in Narcos.
But yeah, I'm trying to juggle how I'm gonna do that. This morning I was gonna go to comic book stores.
Well, I thought we were going
I changed it.
tomorrow. Okay.
Yesterday the plan was to go today, and I was gonna go
Yeah.
with Lou. And the only time slot I had today to do it was 9 o'clock in the morning.
Damn, fuck that.
So we were gonna do it, but then all the comic book stores were closed until noon. So,
Right.
yeah,
I didn't even know there were
Is-
comic book
Who's
stores
going,
around here.
Who's going tomorrow?
me, you, and I'm sure Stilger will go.
That was sick.
And then probably hang out with
But
Stilger afterwards.
say less. We'll figure times out later.
I want
but-
like comic book stores. I mean,
Cool,
you've probably
man.
never been in a comic book store. It's a comic book store is
No.
just the name. It's not just comics.
yeah.
Especially a lot of comic book stores. There's more board games, like figurines, like collectibles and shit than there are comics.
If you're off, you should go because you would probably enjoy it.
It's
honestly.
fun.
Yeah.
Like there's like Lord of the Rings shit out the ass everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a Lord of the Rings deck building game that I saw at a comic book store that's like the DC deck builder game, but it's
Really?
Lord of the Rings themed. They have 3 different ones.
That sounds
I
fun.
wanted one so fucking bad, but I didn't buy it.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, that does
It's
sound cool.
It looks so fun. I've heard a lot of good things about it. My uncle has it, and he says it's pretty good. But
I'd probably get more use out of that than the fish flops. And I use the hell out of those, man.
yeah,
Oh,
how's
yeah.
Randy
Yeah,
Newman?
speaking of
Still
fish.
alive.
He's still living.
He's still alive. The first day that I had him, I was a little concerned because he was just kind of floating around at the bottom without moving. And normally
It's
that's
a
a
beta
pretty
fish.
yeah, but like normally
Beta
if it's-
fishes don't. They're not like super active fish.
Yeah, but like you still like you would see the like side fins moving normally, but he just wasn't moving at all. And
He
I would
wasn't
put,
ready to
I would-
move.
I would put food in there and he wouldn't eat it. I'd come back like an hour later and all the shit just sunk to the bottom. But as the week went on, he started getting a little bit more active, and I think he's okay now.
Good.
Just make sure Benny doesn't eat him.
I've been very cautious about letting Benny in my room. I don't even think he knows he's there yet.
He'll figure it out.
He
hope
would
it
probably
stays
see
that
it,
way.
and
It's
Benny would be like so confused as to what it
well,
even
it's
is.
the water. It's the
Yeah.
water. If he sees the water, he's gonna want to just stick. He's gonna want to dip his hand.
He
in
likes
it.
water.
He does that shit all the time.
After we get out of the shower, he goes into the bathroom and rolls around in the tub.
Yeah.
Fuck
Dead
cats,
ass.
bro.
Dead
I
ass,
hate
bro.
Cats.
Literally,
He's a
he will
little
sit there and
weirdo.
paw at the door, and then you'll hear, and he'll just
Yeah.
right in the tub,
He makes a thud when he hits the bottom of the tub.
and then he goes, rolls right on his back so he can get all the water in. And even when we're done washing our hands, he'll get up on the bathroom counter, which I fucking hate, and he'll go and just go cat loaf in the basin or whatever where all the water was, so he can get all that water in his fur.
Plus, if there's like a cup of water on the coffee table or something, he just can't control himself. He has to put his paw into it, which always makes him knock it over. So there's been countless times that he's fucking spilt water all over our house.
Swear to God.
And it's not even. And the fucked up part about it is he doesn't even care about other liquids.
Yeah,
It's just water.
yeah. Like if it's like a soda or something.
He's
like, he
never
just
that I've
leaves
seen
it.
knocked over a can of Coke.
Or like a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Like, I'm real bad about leaving coffee everywhere, and he just leaves it alone. He doesn't even smell it.
So, you talking about like the bathroom sink reminded me. Did I ever tell you about whenever I first got Griffey?
No.
So I got Griffey. He was a puppy, right? And he was a lab, so he's a chewer, right? Labs chew like no other. So I go to work. We were working at the bank at this time, so I was gone all day. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just leave him in the bathroom. I'll lock him up in the bathroom because there's not much in there that he can tear up. Like, he could probably tear up a little bit of toilet paper. I can live with that. I'd rather that than a bunch of, like, cables and chargers and stuff getting chewed up. So I come home, and I noticed that there's a bunch of, like, so the bathroom door is, like, that really, like, thin, like, layers of wood,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I noticed there's some little chips that are taken out that got slid under the door, like into the hallway there. And I'm like, oh man, what's this all about? So I open the door. There is towels chewed up everywhere. There is toilet paper everywhere. He got into the cabinet and got the toilet paper out of the cabinet. There were bottles of soap that I had sitting on my shower floor that had bite marks in them.
Oh.
The bathroom was a total wreck. So I'm looking around like, what the heck? And I look up, and he's just laying in the sink, just laying in the sink bowl, and he just like lifts his head up and looks at me like, oh hey,
Fuck you want.
how's it going? Oh, hey. I have no clue how he got up there.
So funny.
Like, that was the question. Like, I guess he jumped on that toilet to get up.
Yeah.
yeah.
But like, even then, like, you gotta be like, I feel like a cat would have a hard time getting in there,
He's
let alone a
athletic.
dog.
So this is when he was little then. If he
Oh,
fit in
like
that
this was
sink.
like when I first got him.
Mm.
So then I had to get a crate from someone to keep him in the crate
Nice.
all day.
Yeah.
Jesus
So
Christ.
I have a fun story. It actually happened yesterday. So I got a new couch, sectional. Me and
I didn't
Megan
even
got
see it.
that from a friend.
It looks
and-
good.
Thank you. Megan loves a sectional, so I'm cool with a sectional. It lets us both lay on an equally long piece of couch because before we had the 2-seat couch and then the 3-seat couch.
Yeah.
One of us would have to fucking bite the bullet and have our knees hanging off to lay on it.
Oof.
So our plan was to sell the couches we had, So we asked Megan's brother if he wanted them. He said yeah, and conveniently he had just went to the store and got new golf clubs and sized and everything. So he was like, "Well, I just had these clubs valued at $300. Do you want them?" And they're Callaway Big Berthas.
Nice.
And so like
Yeah.
they're nice ass clubs.
Good clubs.
And so whatever the value, whoever valued that, that's way underpriced in my mind. It's a full set of
A
irons.
full set?
Full set of irons.
And Big Berthas,
Full set of
too.
Big Berthas.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we made that deal and we were like, okay, Saturday we're gonna do the whole switch around. Well, the couch he had in his house is one of those old ass heavy ones. It is a sectional with a bed in it, and then on the other side was 2 recliners.
Gee.
Yeah. So it comes out in 2 pieces. It was a bitch to get out of the house. So the plan was, well, I'll just tell you how the day went. So we get that out, and we're going to take it to the dump. Now, the dump is the fun part. It's the dump where that old party house we used to party at out there. I don't want to say town names. A guy we both knew.
We talked about that house before.
Yeah, it was the party house.
Out by the dump
Drew.
with your fraternity brothers.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking
Yeah.
the opposite direction.
Yeah, so
yeah.
there was a dump near there, right? You could smell it when you went
The place
there.
where people would piss on the floor all the time?
Yes.
Oh, I like that place.
It was a
I
cool
hated
place.
that place
Uh,
so much.
Man Alive, Gus is 5. I loved that poster. But that dump is where we went yesterday, the one that you could smell from that house. And we went there, and it had just rained. And
Yum.
I did not prepare. I was wearing Hey Dudes sweatpants, just a hoodie, my SchmutzCast hoodie.
Schmutzy with a hoodie.
Schmutzy with the hoodie. So we get up there, we pay, and the guy's like, go up there, stop sign, take a right, go up the hill. If you put it in the wrong spot, somebody will come out there and tell you to move it. So put it in the right spot. I'm like, okay, how do you know what's the right spot? Because it's all a dump. It's a dump. Like, how are you going to know if
right.
this spot's better or this spot's better?
No.
That's the
The
clean
trash
spot.
isn't supposed to go there. The
That's
trash
the
is supposed to go
clean spot.
there.
Like I give a fuck where you're putting it. Where it's
like-
supposed to go. It's a dump.
It's a dump. You've got big bulldozers. Move
Yeah,
it.
Move it.
So
You
we
move it, yeah.
go to the stop sign, we take a right. And it's this steep-ass hill, twice as steep as your driveway. Like, steep, steep, and it's all mud. There's no gravel. It's a mud hill. I'm talking the inclines like that. And we've got a trailer on a single cab Chevy Silverado that is old as piss.
1,500.
1,500. Yeah. And we're like, we're not going to make it up this fucking hill. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, that's where we got to go, and we got to dump this thing, so I guess I'm going to fucking put it to the floor. So we start to go, and we hear, hey. So this guy comes out. Looks like he fucking lives
He
there.
sounded like Mr. Mackey.
Hey.
Hey.
Guy, don't dump him. So I get out, and I see him, and he looks
dump
like,
her.
on Happy Gilmore, the caddy.
Yeah.
Looks like him with 20 years extra
The
age.
homeless guy?
Yeah. Looks like him. And he's like, I can't go up there. You need to go over there. You gonna get stuck out there. You're gonna need a bulldozer. Like, I'm talking like, sound like he had peanut butter in his mouth.
Oh,
Like,
God.
bulldozer, gotcha.
Bulldozer.
Maybe that's his name.
His name, I am my bulldozer.
He's
He's
introducing himself, and
bulldozer.
you guys are being dicks.
Yeah, bro.
You're the first person he's talked to in months.
So we go the other way on a less steep hill, and we go around, and there's these sections in the dump that you're supposed to pull up to. Well, they were pissed we didn't pull up all the way back, so somebody came up to the window in their bulldozer and leaned out the window and said, hey, pull back a little bit. Go further. And we moved like 2 foot, and he's like, that's good. Like, it is a pile of shit. That 2 foot, that much fucking difference. So I
Yes.
get out. The whole point of this story was to be how fucked up
where we were
and
going.
nasty it was on the dump.
Oh, yeah.
Because I jumped out of the truck and sunk to my ankles in mud.
Oh.
And like
And your dudes.
in my dudes.
Oh,
in my
man.
dudes. In my
Are
dudes.
they ruined?
No.
They're
Oh, that's
ruined.
No, we were able to clean
Throw 'em
them.
in the
But
wash.
and I'm like trudging over there, and I'm like, I'm so fucking tired of this. And like I was thinking in my mind, we'd get it, we'd take it out real neat and easy, and just set it in a pile. Nope, flip that bitch, just fucking fling it. And we couldn't pick it up and fling it, but I picked it up from one end and just fucking launched it off
Hell
the end.
yeah.
And then I climbed on top of the cab and swung into the seat so I didn't have to dig in any of the mud anymore.
God, that's disgusting.
But the couches, we had to move his couch from his house to the dump, our new couch from our friend's place over to here, and then our couches all the way back to his house. We moved 3 sets of couches twice.
That's awful.
So that's 12 couches. 12 couches moved in a day.
That sucks.
It fucking sucked.
Moving sucks.
It sucked. It was
Yeah.
so bad,
Yes.
and I don't know. It was rough.
That's a bummer.
But yeah, and there was a dog out there in the dump,
There was a dog.
and Megan was like, "What is that dog doing up here? That's not safe." I'm like, "It's a junkyard dog." They
Junkyard
know.
dog.
Junkyard
The
dog.
junkyard
It's a
dog
junkyard
knows where to
dog.
go and where not to go. Junkyard dog does what the
It's
junkyard
less
dog
safe for
does.
you all than it is for the dog.
And it wasn't
He's a
your-
fucking dog.
I mean, he's a dog.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe he gets accidentally crushed under a crane or something.
you know,
You know,
another
well,
junkyard dog will show up.
That's a junkyard dog shit. That's what happens to junkyard dogs. Like
A
us.
junkyard
They're
dog is the
strappers.
equivalent to a barn cat.
That's fair. That's fair. I feel like what's a junkyard without a dog, right? Empty.
I've been to a lot of
It's just a
junkyards
yard.
actually, and
It's just
I've
junk.
never not seen a junkyard dog.
There has to be a dog, because who's gonna bark when it's like the movie scene where somebody breaks in?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wouldn't be a person,
And then how's old man Red gonna know to come out with a shotgun?
right?
Exactly.
He's itching to have a little fun.
Yeah,
Man.
looking for something to do.
Ooh.
What was that?
Oh!
Is that your old? I can't wait till you become an old man. You start making old man noises.
I already do
I
make
was like,
it.
John already does make that weird little squeak noise whenever he talks.
What?
I literally
he
just
goes- he
did
just
it. Like,
He goes,
You're reenacting. Perfect.
That's funny.
just wait. It's like he's gonna do it in like 20 seconds. For
see
sure.
that one was.
That was what I'm saying. You're gonna do it by accident easily here in a minute.
So that's not from
Some
singing.
people- Some people just
He's
have
always done
inflections,
that.
man.
I've always done that.
Yeah.
You've never noticed that?
I'd noticed it every once in a while, but I never really thought about it. I thought it was just like a sore from singing. I
Even
don't know.
when we were kids, he would do it, and I've always wondered that. And like maybe a couple months ago, I asked him, I was like, you make that little noise when you talk.
I didn't realize until Jordan told me. I didn't realize how often that I actually do it until he pointed it out. Like, he's
It's
like,
not
you know,
really even that noticeable.
No, it's only because I've seen John. I've known him for so long, but like, it's just.
I
One
don't-
day
I
I was like,
don't
I'm
want
gonna
him-
point it out and see if he even knows that he does it. 'Cause I got curious.
Like, cause I knew it every once in a while, but like it's just something that didn't even really dawn on me. It's not that I didn't know or that I did know I did it. It's just like
It's weird because the mics don't pick that up.
really.
I've never noticed it because like one day I think maybe a couple months back I thought about it because you had made a noise and I was like, well, John every once in a while makes that squeak noise, so I wonder if those show up, and I've never heard it.
Maybe we have it EQ'd out or something.
I like it. I like it.
It's like it's a little.
Yeah.
I'm not talking shit on it. I'm just saying you do
You're
it.
a piece of shit. Well, you're wearing 3-day-old socks.
Yeah.
bro. Timberlake, I got a question. Is that a new PC case?
That is a new PC case.
Tell me what's going on with that.
That
There's
is a
colors.
Corsair
I keep staring.
PC
at it.
case.
Beautiful.
I don't have it fully done on the sides to where like I have a liquid cooled system,
Oh, nice.
but I don't have the cool ass LED ones that they have to like fill out the case and give some color. My motherboard has LEDs on it, and I can program those to do different stuff.
Oh,
your mom
shit.
board.
Mom board.
But I actually was very proud of myself. When building PCs, you're always gonna forget something.
Yeah.
What are you giggling at?
I was just thinking about Spencer's story again. Whenever he was just like, the dog just ran out in front of me.
God.
I showed that to Richard the other day. Richard's my brother, and he was like, because I kind of told him the story, and I was like, you had to be there, and then I was like, oh wait a minute, I can show you the
Yeah,
story.
it's right there,
So
man.
it's on
Could be
YouTube. So you can be there. So I just played that portion of it, and it got to the point where like I started it at the perfect time where Spencer was talking about like, yeah, we were trying to figure out how this girl got in the field. And all of a sudden, this dog just runs out, and I smoke that thing.
It started out as what sounded like a ghost story, and he's like, I trucked that fucking dog.
Yeah,
5 points. Casey's over here crying.
He said you hit the dog on purpose.
That was,
Bro.
I'm the victim here.
That was one of my favorite stories.
I think that episode I had to do the most edits ever because of how many times Spencer said fucking names. He name dropped so many fucking people, and I had to just cut them out. Eventually, I just started leaving first names in because fuck it.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck
Because
it.
he was saying full names.
he was just saying, he was just dropping full names. I'm surprised he didn't throw middle names in there.
He's like, name. Here's their address. Their social security number.
Underwear size.
Stool sample.
Picking him up off Highway 62.
we should have him back on the pod.
We should.
have him back on the pod. We should do for 25. We should do something because that's
25.
That's a
could do
quarter of 100.
we have a bunch of our old guests on for like 5 minutes or something. Just talk with them a little bit.
Do a couple
Have
5-minute
I don't know.
interviews. Keep them in the waiting room.
Yeah, we should get.
We'll have a receptionist out there, just like kind of setting him in.
Our reception.
One day, I want to have a podcast over a game of poker.
Oh, that would turn very dirty.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
That sounds fun to me.
it does sound fun. Poker night.
Poker night.
You know, my brother, whenever his wife was working on weekends, weekend nights, that was like the time that I could go over there and spend like the most time with Richard, right? And he tried to get me and you remember Taylor that we coached with. Me and him would go over to Richard's house, and Richard was like trying to get into poker. He was like, you know, I played poker the other day, and if you know Richard, he's like me, but he does this thing further than I do. Like if he's into something, he gets all in on something, which I do that. I will say that
you got that from him.
I probably did, but like so he went out and he got like all kinds of like poker chips and a bunch of different like poker card decks. We played poker twice, and that was it.
That's so funny.
And then we ended up playing D&D instead. We played
I'll
D&D
tell you what, that one time
twice.
whenever I played D&D with you guys, that was really fucking fun though.
That was fun.
I had fun with our 2 campaigns that we did over at Stilger's, but
Yeah,
it's not something that I want to do
love
often. But like
Well, it
once
takes
every
so
year or
long.
so,
It takes so
Yeah.
long to just do like one session
Yeah.
of it.
You
If-
gotta
we oughta-
really be into it to be.
I
able
want
get really
to.
far in it.
I
we ought to
want.
do a one shot here soon. 'cause
I would be
haven't-
down with it.
I haven't played
Yeah.
D&D because I had.
I like it when they have those little figures to like personify stuff.
Yeah.
It helps.
the minis.
Yeah, like all those little figures, and that's shit that's at the comic book stores and shit too. So maybe we could look into D&D tomorrow. Like,
Maybe.
grab some D&D shit.
I've got a starter kit that's at Jordan's house.
Yeah.
It's
Been
got-
at my
I've
house
got
since we
dice
moved
and
in there
stuff.
pretty much.
I've got like literally 4 sets of dice.
Keeb's been the game master before, so
Yeah,
Dungeon
I've-
Master.
I've been dungeon.
Dungeon.
Well, and I mean,
DM.
I was in, I don't know, 2 games. I was playing D&D twice a week for like a year straight
that's a
at
lot,
one point.
man. I don't think I could keep up.
You remember?
It was
lot.
it was fun. It was just
It's a
after a while,
commitment.
I was just like, yeah, it was just I just like couldn't justify the time commitment. Like it's so fun though. It's so.
It is fun, especially if you have a really good group of friends.
Yeah, and I did. I had a great
Yeah.
group of people.
You remember
I
the
was playing
time
with.
when we were in high school and we did just the one
Oh, my
one
mom.
thing? Yeah, at your mom's house.
Yeah,
we
bro, that
ordered the
was-
pizza.
Every
That
time
was
she
fun.
walked down there, she was like, "I'm coming down. Hide your puffers."
Bro, she's so funny. I remember she came down. She's like, I don't care if y'all vape. I vape too. She's like, you ain't got to hide. And then we went and watched Trailer Park Boys. I remember.
a winner of a show.
Yeah, that was a fun night. I forgot about that damn near.
That was a really fun night because there was
Was
like
that-
6 of us
Was
there.
that before we started hanging out at Timberlake?
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
I think it
it
was.
That was whenever
yeah.
that was whenever like we still had Baron.
Was
around
that at
and
your
stuff.
mom's
Oh.
place?
Yeah, it's at my
I
mom's.
think I only went to your mom's place once, maybe
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah. I mean,
I've
the
only been there a
only
few
reason I
times,
didn't ever
so-
have people over there was because the parking situation sucked.
Yeah,
I went to your dad's plenty of times, but not
Yeah,
your mom's.
yeah. The parking was better for my dad.
your dad's was sweet.
I loved my dad's old place.
Except for that goddamn train.
I loved the train.
Yeah, because you were used to it.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I slept over there, I was like, God damn, what
Yeah.
the fuck is that? That is so loud. And, like, it is right next to the
No,
train
it's kind of
tracks.
comforting. I miss it. I can't even lie.
Dude,
You need to set your
I
alarm
don't
for
even-
every 2
No, it's
hours
good
to
if
be
I
a
need
train
If I ever
sound.
need to do anything loud at night, I would just wait till the train's coming so that way my
Dude.
dad wouldn't get pissed.
it's a whole ass thing because like even in Terre Haute, like there's a train track that goes right next to campus at Indiana State, and I was in one of the dorms that were right next to the train track. So like throughout the night, they would just be going through all the time, and like after like a week of sleeping there, you just kind of forget that it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
like I don't even
it.
notice
I
it
love
in my
it,
house
bro.
either.
Yeah.
I love the train. I would watch the train on some real train spotting shit.
It's kind of fun to see like all the graffiti that's on all the cars.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
That's cool.
Anytime I'm stuck behind a train, I always do like looking at that. I'm always gonna watch it.
The train,
Nowadays, every train I see has got some mid-ass graffiti, but every once in a while you'll see some really cool shit.
Graffiti when we were kids was better.
No, like you.
Some mid-ass
Mid-ass
Well, it's like-
graffiti.
Some
How do you
schmuck
quantify
came
that?
up there and just spray
How do you
painted it.
quantify
Like,
that?
art.
Some of them do like straight up like spray paintings, like of like. I'm not saying
Motherfucker
not all
sees
of it's
Mulan
art.
on a train one time. He's like,
I'm in.
like, it's not the same.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
I know
Oh.
trains,
the train
trains,
going by
man.
my house, especially in
Have-
like the wintertime when the trees are all bare. You probably feel this too at your, or you probably did feel this at your dad's. But it would literally shake the house. I remember.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
It would shake the house more than you would hear the fucking sound. That's the weird thing. His didn't shake the house that much. It was the sound that was so fucking loud. Yours, the one at your place, shakes the fucking house, and I can barely fucking hear it, but I hear the fucking house.
Well, it
fucking
doesn't make
rattle.
any sense at John's house too, because he's a lot further away.
He's
from
a
the train
lot
tracks than
further.
Brandon's dad's place.
Yeah.
Brandon's dad's place
Yeah.
was like 100
It's the
yards
same
away
train,
from
isn't
him.
it?
Yeah.
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 Same set of
Well,
tracks.
not not the same train every day. They have multiple.
There's a
They mix
couple
it up
different
a little
trains.
bit. They mix it
You're
up.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
How
some
naive
different
of
cars
me.
here and there.
You didn't
some
know.
different graffiti.
There is different
You wouldn't
graffiti. There is different graffiti on different cars.
Yes,
so,
yes.
I mean,
We
I remember
should-
my mom would always have like these like dishes hanging like in like the little racks on like some china dishes, right? Like some like really nice like they have like presidents' faces and
Fine
stuff. on
Fine
them.
China.
Fine china. But that would be hanging on the wall, and they would be
Dang.
like rattling so much. Like, I'd always be afraid that they were about to freaking fall off. Things like
Secure. Tom will put it together.
It's an
That's
earthquake.
secure.
that ain't going
Tom put it
Nah,
together.
Tom's a good
That ain't going
carpenter,
anywhere.
man.
Yeah, you're going nowhere.
He uses 50,000 nails
That man
in
does use a
in a
lot of
10 by
nails.
12 deck. I swear.
It's quite a lot.
I remember,
It's like
I've only helped them build something one time. That was whenever they were building that carport behind his house. That man uses a lot of fucking nails whenever he nails shit together.
Well, clearly it
It was
works.
crazy.
well
It
the
stays.
Yeah.
It does stay.
the old deck that was on the back half of my house. You remember we tore out the old one. We ended up putting a new one there. So we tore out the old one, and literally in a grouping that was probably about like maybe 2 inches, 3 inches in diameter, right? I swear there were about 7 nails in that little grouping that were just sticking out.
That's funny.
Like, and I'm just like, what is what is the point?
Whenever I was helping them build that carport, I remember there was one time I was putting nails in one of the joints or something, and I had like 2 or 3 nails in it or something, and it was there, it was done. And I was gonna get down. He was like, hey, throw a couple more in there. He had me put more nails in it after it was already there.
This man's scared. Has John's house fell down yet?
Well, I wonder.
I mean,
I wonder
it's
how
close.
much. I wonder how much
Just
he's
when the train rolls
overspent
past.
on projects just from buying a shitload of nails.
We see,
nails
here's the
aren't
thing,
that
though. He will
expensive.
buy a huge thing of nails, like for like big projects, like whenever he was helping with like Chuck's house or when he was building their big house.
Mm.
He'll have like, excuse me. He'll have like
Bless
a
you.
ton of like, just like coffee cans and ice cream pails of just all different kinds of any nail that you can think of, any kind of nail that you can think of. He's got it in that garage. And he's
You know what
got
else he
tons-
has in that garage? Barn cats.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
No more barn cats.
No.
So you can
We
actually
talked
walk
about this,
around in that
Bro, we
garage
talked
without.
about this last week.
Oh.
Attacked.
Yeah, I would get fucking mauled every time I go in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
They get pissed. Normally, barn cats run away. Not John's barn cats. John's barn cats are
They'll-
aggro.
They'll look at you and
They're aggro as fuck.
they'll look
Yeah.
at you with
What are you
one
doing,
eye.
Hey,
This is my domain.
They'll They'll look at you with only like one eye, and like the other one is like just like kind of dozing off. So, like, they're just,
They all got lazy eyes.
When I was younger, I would just fucking start chucking shit at them. Because there's so much random little tiny ass shit in that garage. I'd
yeah.
fucking pick it up. Yeah. Gone now.
I don't think there's been a day in my life where there's actually been a car in that garage.
I've never seen a car in that garage.
There was one time they cleaned it up pretty good. Like they got a lot of the shit out of there.
Then Jackie and Jamie moved in.
I'll say it's been filled back up, but
Wow.
like there was one time like it was very orderly. Like they spent like a good amount of time just getting it all organized.
I remember
and
getting that
cleaned
fridge
up.
out of there. Fucking sucked.
That
Oh
shit
my
sucked.
god!
Terrible.
That shit
Oh,
was
that
Fuck that fridge.
That was an awful day.
We had to
They was-
ratchet strap that fridge shut, and then I think Ethan ended up like opening it, and it was just disgusting.
It was filthy.
It was
gross.
disgusting.
It was gross. I'm surprised that the
surprised we
shit
got
didn't
it.
dump out of that fucking fridge when we were moving it. Because we had it like fucking halfway upside down a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, fuck that day. And it was fucking raining. It was awful.
Yeah,
It was awful.
I remember that.
I mean, you have a covered porch, but there are sections between your all's porches that is not covered.
Yeah.
And then there's a little section where there's not a fucking pool. And
All
you
I
got to
know-
hit that sweet spot.
All I know is if we ever need to move a fridge, your ass is coming over.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he did.
Oh, you come.
John did already kind of get back for me on that because like
Oh, did he?
whenever we moved into the house, he came
Oh,
over with
yeah.
the trailer. and
He
shit.
owes us.
No, John.
Unless he
John got me back too. He helped me
Yeah.
move into.
Yeah, so don't say I never did. Now.
Where's the IOU for me?
No, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant with the fridges. Because there's moving and then there's moving fridges.
Makes it sound like I have an IOU.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
you
do.
have an eye. Oh, you. For those of you who don't know,
That's right,
when we
you
were little,
suck.
I did shoot LT in the eye with a BB gun. I'm sure you.
Oh,
Probably
I think we told that.
Oh,
I think we
okay.
told
I'm
that.
sure
yeah.
we
we
probably have
talked
told
about
that
it.
story.
I think we told
Probably
that.
But for the
multiple
new
times.
viewers,
For our new viewers.
I did shoot LT in the eye with a
In the
BB
eye.
gun. That's why he has to wear glasses now.
You
You're
know,
welcome.
Could
make you look
been
more nerdy.
worse. You could be ugly.
I do have something I want to bring up.
Okay.
I hope it's not that I'm ugly.
I hope it's
Well,
not attacking
everyone-
me
I just
because
said
I
you
feel like
weren't- I
that's
just
where
said
it's
you
going.
Nah,
You
it's
weren't
not.
ugly, and
It
we
has
should-
to do with you.
Oh no.
We're not attacking John.
We're hockey people now.
Oh,
Yeah, we are.
No.
We're
I
hockey.
literally watched hockey last night.
No.
It's kinda fun.
It's kinda dope.
It's so
I fuck
much
with
fun
hockey.
to watch.
Who-
I've been
Like,
playing the
how
shit
many-
out of NHL 22.
Yeah, you need to play with me because I can't play with John.
How many people are on you all's team now?
we actually probably have enough for.
Do you have
Oh.
a full team?
Oh.
We probably have enough for a
no.
team with two lines. We could probably get two line
So-
changes in there.
For those of you who don't know, John's been wrangling up people to join the hockey league.
Anybody
God.
in the Schmutz family wants to play hockey.
If you want to play
You got a
hockey,
team.
send us a note.
I'm the coach.
Yeah, well,
You're gonna end
I'm
up
not
playing.
playing.
Come on, dude, play.
You do have to buy your own gear, so you gotta drop a little bit of
Scatol.
money on the.
But see, here's the
Drop
thing.
a little
They will-
scatol on
Wyatt,
it.
Wyatt was almost in the other night, and then I go over to him. I say, Wyatt, you know you got to pay for all your own gear.
we told him that.
But
He's like,
I sent him the thing, and he said the price. He's like, that's not as bad as I thought it would be.
I
actually."
picture,
Okay,
I
that's
picture
fair.
Wyatt being the ringer for no reason.
what's the
'Cause-
ringer do? What's the
He's
ringer?
gonna be the
like,
center man.
like the best player. Like he's our
I can see
he's
Wyatt
our
being good at
captain.
hockey. Yeah.
Because he's like he works out. Like,
he's
he-
the
yeah,
penalty
yeah.
buster.
he's just low key big, and he's just gonna start slamming people out of nowhere.
I could see.
I could
it.
see him being a
just
good
gets the-
defenseman.
I bet he's really graceful and athletic on the ice.
I could
too.
picture him
He's like
being
he's,
dumb good at
he's-
ice skating.
I bet he's
Figure
like
skater.
a beautiful ice skater.
The
like,
spins in the air.
yeah, he's,
Slides away.
You know who's
doing-
gonna be really good though? If we
Richard.
can, Richard.
yeah.
He'll be
Richard
really good.
has
You all get Richard on
insane
there.
body control.
He's got crazy balance, and he fucking rollerblades for fun and does tricks off of rollerblades.
I have seen
he's-
some of his Instagram stories of him doing the craziest
to-
stretches and
we-
the craziest.
We need to get
workouts.
Richard on here.
we do. He'd be
Yeah,
an interesting
he
one to
would
have
be a
with his
great
art shit.
person.
I've tried a
Yeah.
couple times. It's just the schedule didn't line up.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Plus,
gonna
he is-
wait
he's
to have
busy,
guests
he's busy.
until after the holidays,
That's fair.
and now the holidays are over, and our first guest is next week for the new year.
Is it? Do we want to talk about it at all?
Yeah, our boy, he is confirmed, so I can talk about
Oh,
it.
yeah, sure.
Spencer Cornwell,
Woo! Back on the.
our most popular episode still to this day was the one with him on it. So
Well, no surprises.
good
He's a great.
he's so informative.
cool. Yeah,
The
he's
guy's so
cool.
informative. He knows
Very
so
nice
much
fella.
shit. So I'm excited to have him on next week, and we have a lot of guests we've got coming down the pipeline that we've talked about for a millennia. It feels like at this point, 20 episodes.
20 episodes.
Whoa.
Trying to get
Yeah.
Wyatt back on here, but his ass don't wake up in time.
We're gonna have to
I
like
can't say shit.
strap the mic like this to him, and like he like somehow lock his elbows so that he has to sit like this the entire time. Because if not, he'll say, "I was down there in Vegas." Like
Well,
just-
yeah.
For the sake of just saying it, we want Wyatt on here because he actually just got back from a month-long trip of driving
All the way across America.
basically. all
He
the
did
way
a big
across
loop
America.
around the
did a
United
big loop
States.
of
He drove.
America.
He drove to California, then followed the southern border all the way up to New York.
I can't believe he made it by New Year's.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
crazy.
think he was
This
gonna
man
make
had
it.
it down pat.
Like,
did
he
it
camped out in the
perfect.
desert and shit, like right on the
Yeah.
border. Like it was crazy. It
insane.
was awesome. He had some
Uh-huh.
crazy pictures. He was showing us all the pictures and videos the other night. But I think it would be really fun to talk to him and have him actually like go in deep detail because he's already told us a little bit about some of this stuff.
I'm
sure
so
there's
down.
Plenty of other
Oh,
things.
I'm
he's-
so down.
Oh yeah, he's definitely got some.
We'll have to
stories,
schedule up with him.
for sure.
Yeah.
Get him
wants to
scheduled
go
in.
back.
Yeah, we need to have him back on because I know he was talking about like just even sleeping in L.A. He had like people go up to his car and were banging on his windows and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that
God.
sounds.
I mean,
Damn.
he was sleeping in his car.
Yeah, I was like,
Sleeping in
well,
his car.
what do you expect?
He said like some homeless guy walked up to him and like knocked on the window and it like woke him up and he like looked at him like all weird and the homeless guy just looked at, like gave him a real big smile and just walked off.
That's how horror movies start.
Dude,
Plus, his ass said that he was sleeping with his windows cracked.
he was.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
Well, let's save it for him to
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
yeah,
We'll
we'll
save
save
it
it.
for him to say because we'll
Hopefully
have
that's
him
coming
on.
down the pipe for you all soon, though.
Yeah, yeah.
We've got some really good things planned for this year.
This year's gonna be
gonna be
pretty
a good year,
fun.
man.
I also I'm making the commitment. I'm gonna fucking vlog every time we go golfing.
Yes.
No way.
I'm gonna take my GoPro with me, and we're just gonna fucking.
I can't wait to
I
take
think
a
I'll
join you on
GoPro
that.
while you're breaking your clothes by throwing.
Yeah, bro.
I won't be
You're
breaking them
pissed as
clothes.
shit.
You're gonna be breaking your GoPro
No.
instead. Yeah.
He's gonna yuck the GoPro into the
He's like,
woods.
I don't
Fuck
want you
this.
all to see this shit.
Fuck
Fuck it.
vlogs.
Did you talk about the did we ever talk about the time when Spencer broke his putter?
We did talk about
Yes,
that, but
we have
what
talked
we
about
didn't
that.
talk about was me walking through the creek.
Oh, I
yeah.
have a video of
Roll
that.
those pants
So
Yeah.
so okay, can I tell this story?
Sure.
So okay, so we're golfing. I'm with Lucas and his
My brother-in-law and my brother-in-law's friend.
Yes.
Mm.
So we're golfing. They're pretty good golfers. Those two are. I would say they're
pretty damn good.
You know, I would say that you and I were the low
We were the
tail
low
end
men
of
on the
that.
totem pole for sure. For sure.
So we're at the course where you have to hit up the fairway and then you have to cross the water to go onto the green from there. LT hits his first one up right on like the edge of the fairway.
It's perfect.
He was at first he was like, "Man, I
Perfect.
think that might have gone in the water. Roll up, it was perfect right on the edge, like
Right on the other side of the green, I'm looking at a fucking eagle opportunity.
like
Like-
an 80-yard like chip at that.
Like you
point, if
overshot,
not.
like you went over the creek.
No.
No,
I
he
didn't
got
go
right
to
at
the
the
up
edge.
to it.
I was right up to it on some low cut fairway. Yeah.
So he gets up and he's like all pumped. He's like, man, I gotta capitalize because
I was
we
chipping
were-
so well that day.
We were getting kind of
so well.
we were getting kind of pissed off too, just at how competitive it was getting. At least I
Yeah,
was.
I was having. I had too many drinks in me, and I was like, I don't want to be competitive anymore. I just want to swing the fucking clubs.
Oh yeah.
And like, I think my brother-in-law's buddy, I think checked either me or John on our scores, and I think we argued about it for like 5 minutes, and eventually we just fucking gave up. And maybe that animosity carried over to
Yeah,
that
it was-
hole. But regardless,
At that point, it's like I'm just like, man, I'm here just to play a game of whack fuck. Like, I'm not here to like win some money.
We
Like,
ain't
so
going to the
I-
PGA.
I chip from there, and
topped the fuck out of this ball.
topped it so fucking hard it drills into the creek.
Just drills.
Drill into the creek.
So LT's like, oh, I'm gonna hit that again. I'm gonna hit that again. So he drops
I had
another
a
ball.
mulligan. We do a mulligan per 9, and I still had my mulligan. So I was going for the mulligan.
Drops another ball. Tops the fuck out of this one.
Right
Same
back.
exact thing.
Same exact spot.
He takes,
Right back.
He takes his like sandwich or whatever it was, just yucks it like full like windmill yucks it up in the air. Thing is twirling, thunk right in the water over by where the balls were.
Man.
So he's just standing there. It's like quiet, and we're all just kind of like looking at each other like.
When can we laugh?
And LT is just like, fuck this. And he starts taking his shoes and his socks off, rolls his pants up, goes into the creek. I got a video of him walking around in the creek. He finds 2 of the balls.
I'll wave it right here. We'll throw the video in. Just for you guys, just so you can see my pain.
I gotta
Yeah,
find it.
I about fell a bunch of times. I cut the bottom of my foot twice.
Jesus.
It was not fun. And then I played the rest of the hole barefoot.
It was fun for me.
Classic.
It was fun for me. I do have to say. Like, I'm sorry, LT, but it was fun for me.
It was funny after I did it.
I still think we ought to incorporate for you and Ryan, because Ryan gets pissed too. You guys just have to throw a ball with your left hand as hard as you can to get your anger out.
Why? So we can look fucking stupid? I look like I'm shot putting when I throw it
It's
with my
better
left
that
hand.
than breaking all your
good for
clubs.
the-
Or
Why
getting
can't
them
I
in
at least throw it with
trees.
my right hand? Get some gusto behind
We're
it.
like,
Nah,
like
you don't wanna
you start
lose
to
it.
get mad. We're like, oh, no.
No,
Left hand only.
When you start getting mad, we're gonna go lefty, and then you gotta just go up on the tee box and just throw that left-handed ball as hard
I
as you
am
can.
confident with this hand to do many different sports and many different tasks with any kind of sport equipment.
What about his
This
partner?
hand, I couldn't pick up a fruit with this fucking hand. My left hand is goddamn
you don't
useless.
pick up fruits at all, you asshole.
True. He right though.
That was good. I liked that. That was good.
Slick.
Golf, man.
I think I had one more thing I wanted to bring
Golf.
up.
Yeah. Is there anything else that we
I'm
missed?
hungry for some fucking golf, though.
We-
I've been thinking-
I'm ready for
Yeah,
some
bro.
golf.
I got my
My-
clubs bag too. I'm
Yeah,
ready to
you
go
do.
with y'all this year.
Yeah.
My
I didn't
boss,
go out at all last year.
my boss got a one of the cheaper end like golf simulators,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been telling him like, man, I'm just gonna roll up at your house one day and we're gonna play some golf. And he's like, man, like come on over whenever. It's Chris.
Oh.
You should
Yeah.
go during work hours.
Honestly, well, my work hours are 24/7, so
Exactly.
Yeah, he's on the clock now.
I'm always on the clock. That's
That's
what
awful.
He's working, man.
It's
terrible.
It is what it is.
Terrible.
Man, that's why you get paid the
Um,
big bucks.
I
Big.
hopefully big announcement coming soon from us. I'm working on a sponsorship right now. Our last 2 fell through because they were football related, and I got to them too late, and I don't think they wanted any more exposure. I guess I don't
They don't
know.
really need it when it's week 18.
Yeah, well,
It is tough.
yeah. So
We should try to get sponsored by Manscaped.
You guys
They're a
talk
little
like
high
you're-
profile.
You
We
guys
need.
talk like you're sponsored by Manscaped. You guys talk that shit up.
It's so good.
It's the best thing ever. I swear.
Just
You want
use a
silky
straight
smooth
razor,
nuts
bro.
or what?
Just use a straight razor, bro.
No man, you want bumps all over your body?
No, I don't
You want
want.
some bumps on your
Bro,
I don't want
I-
sharp
you know-
ass
Listen.
blades.
You know how much
I got
have-
plenty of bumps without the razor.
Listen,
Did you get them from a gas station toilet seat?
Well,
do you know how much hair I have to cut though on
I
my
mean,
chest?
I mean,
You're a hairy man, John. You're a hairy man.
use a razor, bro.
Manscaped. man.
do people use
I don't.
razors to shave their chest hair?
I
Indeed.
sure don't.
Indeed.
I
you?
will never.
No, I have chest hair. The last time I shaved my chest hair was in high school.
I did it one time a couple years ago.
All
and I
right, I
hated
have
it.
something that we're gonna finish on, but I need to do the computer. So continue
Uh-oh.
your talking, and I'm
Okay.
gonna find this.
So
We
so
got
back to shaving.
Back to hair. Back to hair talk.
Body grooming.
This has been a very personal episode.
It really has.
Up close,
We're-
wet and wild.
We're getting. We see. We have to make it. We have to make it to where like the female viewers like feel like they can.
You know,
relate.
sometimes I think Spotify's lying to us. Ain't no women watch this show. No way.
I
no
do
way.
not think that like.
No way. But if you are,
Other
we
than
think-
Megan,
we
yeah.
think Megan watches it. Megan watches it. All things considered, I say we do a pretty damn good job.
I would like to think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we hopefully are like giving you stuff that
Oh,
you all
boy.
enjoy.
I see Reddit being pulled up.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
what are you
Reddit's
pulling?
being pulled up, baby.
Oh,
What
no.
sub?
What are you
What
pulling
sub?
up?
Just continue. I'll bring it up in a second.
Okay, but no. I think, man. Have you ever tried a Manscaped though?
Have you ever had a taste of it? Have you
Not,
ever had a taste of the
not my
lawnmower 4.0?
not, I haven't given I haven't had the chance to try the lawnmower on my own.
The
My
lawnmower 4.0.
my yard's
You know-
been clean enough, but if I'm ever at your house and you fall asleep early, John,
You know,
I
John,
might
can I
have to
borrow
get,
your lawnmower?
John,
I'll go ahead and tell you
I need to
this.
shave my balls, John.
I'll go ahead and tell you this, Brendan, just so
Okay.
that you don't get the satisfaction of thinking like, oh, I used it without him knowing. I'm gonna let you use it. I'm gonna allow that. You have permission now.
To shave my balls with your manscaper.
Yeah, I can get a new blade.
You know, I don't know, John.
All right.
See, now you don't want to.
All right,
Yeah.
So this is what we're
I
gonna
don't know
end
if
on.
I ever wanted to.
This is what we're gonna end on. Sorry for YouTube viewers, I'm gonna have to look at the screen real quick.
Oh no, it's all good.
It is a Reddit
Don't live.
post that was from what I earlier said. What's the most fucked up things you've seen on Reddit? The Ask Reddit thing. Well, this is on a sub called "I Think I Fucked Up."
Okay.
Oh man.
Or is
So-
it today I fucked up?
Today I fucked up.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Today I fucked up. You frequent.
No, I don't frequent. I've been on Reddit
lurk.
for quite a while.
So
Fuck up of the month.
he got fuck up of the month. This was a viral trend, so some people probably already saw it.
oh,
Yeah,
I know
think you've
this one.
probably seen it. So this story says
Tell me
my
all story after this.
20-year-old female girlfriend of 2 years told me the music that I play during sex is weird and a major turnoff. A little backstory. When I first started having sex, I researched into ways to be better as I was a little stiff and pretty much had no idea what I was doing. I read that online you can play music and match the rhythm in order to put on a better performance, right?
Stroke game.
That's what he says. So I searched love-making songs and started slowly creating a playlist that I was comfortable matching the rhythm with. There are a few songs to my playlist, however. However, there is one song in particular which actually happens to be my favorite that my girlfriend hates and said turns her off in a major way. I don't understand why it has taken her 2 years to tell me that she hates this song. It's a good love-making song with good rhythm. I feel the way I fucked up is I could have possibly asked her previously if she likes the playlist or any songs she'd like to add or change. But to leave it for 2 years thinking our sex life is great, but in her eyes has just been ruined by my music, has left the whole situation feeling awkward, and I'm a bit annoyed. I pretty much played this. This is where it gets fucked.
This is where it gets good.
I'm waiting to see what
Yeah.
the song is.
Oh god.
It's so much worse than you could ever
How
imagine.
hard Brandon's laughing because he's heard this
So-
story before. I'm waiting for it to just turn.
I pretty much played this tune every single time. So the amount of times she must have not been enjoying it when I thought the complete opposite is annoying and also embarrassing in ways.
Oh yeah.
Not to
definitely
mention my
embarrassing.
previous partners, however, they never complained about the song, so maybe it's just her. It's fucked up the relationship, to be honest, because sex feels awkward now. And the other day we were having sex with no music, and I was still thrusting to the tune playing in my head. She recognized this and asked me to stop.
God, bro. Oh my god, dog.
I thought this song was perfect, and I always thrust along with the tune, and I feel it gives me perfect rhythm for doing the deed too. I usually
position
bust to
himself.
this song and find it devastating that she hates it.
Play this shit. Bro. No way,
For our
bro.
podcast viewers, this is not the song. This is not the song.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
this
not
is
the
it.
song.
This is the song.
This is the song?
This is the song.
Okay. I can't believe he said this is his nut song, bro.
And he's totally serious.
God.
Oh my god. If this isn't working in the speakers, look up "Sea Bat" by Hudson Mohawk right now and listen
And
to it,
this-
please.
Turn it off. We'll get copyright struck. But
The mics aren't picking it up.
oh, okay. Well,
And somebody on Reddit made a in chronological order of how the sex was probably going, like when clothes were coming off, when the nut happens. It gets so much weirder. This is the song.
that is the worst.
If you go to YouTube and look up that song, in the comments, it's everybody talking about that Reddit thread. That's it. And somebody put the best comment was, oh fuck, I'm gonna pull it up because the wording is fucking perfect. And like some of these comments were so fucking good, I couldn't help myself. This one, bro fucks like a dial-up modem.
Oh my god, bro.
God damn it, there's so many. What the fuck made you think this is a lovemaking song? This is some shit Plankton would play while he's fucking his computer wife.
Oh my god.
Different strokes for different folks, but this song turned my dick into an innie.
What do you think he's fucking his girl to now, bro?
I have a feeling they're broke up.
Yeah. What's funny? I had
Every single time.
I had a kid at work play that song. And they knew exactly what it was.
Oh,
Knew
everybody
exactly what it was.
knew that that's what that
I
came
came
from.
over. I was like, "You need to turn that off right now."
We know what that
I was
means
like, "This
now.
is too much, pal." I was like, "Come on, bro."
It is so
Like,
fucking funny.
who is that stupid? For 2 straight years to play that every time they get laid.
His playlist got
How-
taken down off of
how
Spotify. He had more
boring.
songs on the playlist.
How boring for his girl.
It was a public playlist too.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was. Imagine the world where you've done that song so many times and used it for the climax of the event that you have no music and she still knows you're hitting it to that rhythm. That is like
What rhythm could he have even hit it at?
if you go by the drum beat, it's fucked. If you go by the melody, it's fucked. There is no way unless you skip a beat. There's no way that it's a consistent rhythm.
What's fucked up is Hudson Mohawk. He's a good producer. He produced on Yeezus.
He's a good producer.
And then he turns around and makes the worst song to have sex to any of us have ever.
Well, I'm
heard.
Some
feeling
said
he
it
didn't
sounds
make-
like
he probably
dolphins
didn't
fucking.
make that to have sex to though.
No,
I'm assuming
no.
that wasn't his plan.
That wasn't probably not his plan.
No, that definitely wasn't his plan. But
Man, but
Fucker sounds like he sampled my barn cats for that shit. Bro. Like,
like what? Why that song of all songs? And then it's just what a mess.
this
If
poor
it's
boy.
even real, what a mess.
I hope it's
I
real.
feel bad for his girlfriend or
hope it's
former
real.
girlfriend at this point. I'm
It's
sure.
too detailed to not be real.
Well, I would break up with somebody if they like if
Well, for 2 years.
if that's bad enough, and then to post about it on Reddit and be like, "Am I the asshole?"
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm surprised he didn't put it on Am I the Asshole?
yeah, I'm like, well,
I
no
guess
wonder
at that
your girl
point he had
doesn't.
discovered
It's
he
like
was
no
the
wonder
asshole.
she doesn't want to sleep with you. You're a fucking nerd.
He wasn't.
Like, what do you expect?
Fucking
doofus?
nerd.
You bozo,
Dweeb.
you clown.
go touch grass.
On
Touch
God,
grass.
go touch some grass. That's the theme of this podcast.
Theme of
Go
the
touch some
podcast, go
grass,
touch some
bro.
fucking grass.
Go
And
touch some grass.
on that note, we're going to go touch some fucking grass.
we are.
I am Papa Schmutz. This has been SchmutzCast 20. Thanks for hanging out. See y'all next
hey,
week.
Hey, Gummy Bears and Red Bull coming out this Friday.
Yes!
Yes.
Let's go!
Yes!
Let's go!
Give me all the gummy bears. Give me all the Red Bull. I want it all.
I'm ready for it.
Coming
I was hoping it
Friday.
was gonna be a longer silence after the
What? So that's the 20th now?
20th. Yeah,
Say
I'm
less.
so glad it's done. I was so tired of
Is
working
it
on
turned
those
in?
songs.
It's all turned in.
Yeah,
right?
it's all turned in. It's
all
all
turned
ready to
in. I'm fucking hype.
Yeah, I can't even really celebrate because I gotta work Saturdays now. But you know,
Woo!
Saturday night is gonna be
Taxi.
so great.
Saturday night, yeah.
Well, I will be jamming that shit.
On job.
What else? What else? Are we plugging anything? Next week, be looking out for Spencer Cornwell to be here with us.
Yup. We love Spencer.
A little side quest episode for you all, but it seems like most of, if not all of our crew will be here anyways. So it'll just be a normal episode just with him as a guest, with the same topics we would as a side quest episode.
For all you locals out there, keep an eye out on some social media for the 28th. A new band is going to be popping up. The name is pending. We've got a couple of
That's an
working
awful
names.
name.
Slat.
No, like name
Oh,
pending.
pending is the.
Right now we're working with it's gonna be Journey, but not that one.
Journey, but
Journey,
not that
but
one.
not that one.
We also have Milk Pea Urgency.
What is Wait, repeat. Can you just run that? Can you run that? Because I want to see. I think I heard what I heard.
I need an
but
explanation
I
for
wanna
each
know
syllable.
if I really heard what I think I heard.
Milk Pea Urgency.
Okay, that's what I heard. That's a name.
It's a name, yeah. Good band name.
I would get a T-shirt.
We also thought about Huizer.
Huizer.
Oh, that was already
like
taken.
like yes.
No, like
in French,
hui-
French, and then
Huizer.
And Sir.
Huizer.
Oh.
Huizer.
Huizer.
Oh,
The what?
The what? Yeah.
that's actually kind
The
of.
what? No, it's like
The what's actually kind of hard.
HWAT. The what?
The whom?
What were some of the other good ones we got?
I don't remember.
We got some. We
you
got
all
some
figure it out.
pictures. But
That's
anyway,
funny.
yeah, new band coming.
Marvelous.
Yeah, show.
We just don't know. We don't know the name yet.
As of right now, that show is titled Johnny Will, featuring Keenan Wheatley and Jordan Werner. But you know,
It's
God,
gonna showcase the new.
how does it feel to be a sideshow?
bad.
At least if you're on the B list, you're still on A list. You know what I'm saying?
Squat.
So keep an eye out for that. If you're local, come on out.
Let's do it. I'll be
We
there.
want to get that thing.
Come say hi. Y'all
fat
can
as
sit at
fuck.
my table. We'll hold hands.
You can bring the questions straight to him for the
Yeah.
SchmutzCast.
If you bring
Yep.
proof that
And-
you watched the SchmutzCast,
In a
Brandon will
documented,
hold you. I will
fully
open-mouth
ledgered
kiss
envelope.
If you can prove to me that you've downloaded our podcast,
If you
and
if
tongue
you can
included.
Tongue is
With tongue.
encouraged.
if you can prove that you downloaded it and show it to me, I will buy you a drink.
I will.
You hear that? I
that's,
will
that's
buy
a
you a
little bit
drink.
more reasonable.
You see that? You see
for an
that?
open-mouth kiss.
Prove to this man that you've watched an episode of SchmutzCast.
I dare you.
I dare. We dare you. Thank you all for watching.
Go through the names.
I'm Papa Schmutz.
Brandon Keeble.
And Johnny Will.
Thanks for watching with us. See y'all next week.
Episode 20.
2020.